So, okay. I'm gonna sit here. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, thanks, Art, and good evening. I'm Debbie Frank. I'm with MARTA, and as Art said, I'm going to give an overview of the results from the survey that we administered online over a 3-week period from April 21st to May 12th. And the purpose of the survey was to pretty much just provide us with another option for community feedback on the initial development concept that was presented May 2015 about the redevelopment of the surface parking around the MARTA station. The survey responses, along with the community feedback that Art mentioned and just feedback that we've received from you guys, have helped inform the revised development proposal that you'll see a little bit later. And I do want to say that we will be posting the survey results on our website. So if we go through this too quickly, you'll have an opportunity to review it on our website. And with that, I think we're ready to get started. There were 565 individuals that responded to our survey, which we were really, really pleased about. And with the first 3 questions here, we really just wanted to get a sense of who were actually responding to our survey. We wanted to know where they live, their ages, and if they use MARTA. And we found that 88% of the people who responded to the survey actually lived in the city of Brookhaven. The age range, 74% were, the ages of 74% of the respondents was under 45, with 42% in that age group of 35 to 44. So we had a kind of a young group of people that were actually responding to the survey. We were, in the third question, we found that individuals traveling to and from the airport used MARTA the most. Only 8% said that they did not use our system of the MARTA or transit in general, but we were pleased to find that 29% said that they used MARTA to travel for entertainment events, to and from the airport, and to and from work. Only 5% that they solely used it to travel to and from work. Our next question, we wanted to know, we asked the respondents to select 3 elements of the development that you would like to see in the community. And based on the responses here, and as well as feedback we were receiving during the community meetings, it was not surprising that a lot of the respondents, over 350, said we want to see a more pedestrian-friendly environment, followed by public open space and green space in the community. And third, rounding out the top 3, was more transportation options. So that included trains, buses, cars, pedestrian, and bicycles. So that kind of speaks to that bike ped plan, I think, that Brookhaven has undergone. This question, number 5, was based upon the initial development concept, so we want to keep that in mind. We asked, based on that initial development concept, please point out to us your top 3 things that are most important to you in this development. And again, we had no surprises here with over 400 people saying open space, green space, topping it out at number 1, followed by neighborhood serving, retail, and restaurants. And rounding out the top 3 was parking. Parking, we heard a lot of different things during our community meeting, so we had to kind of think through that a little bit, because we heard people say, whatever you do with the redevelopment of the MARTA station, don't do away with the long-term parking. It's very convenient for us to just drive to the station, park in long-term, and travel to the airport, which kind of points back to how people are majority using the MARTA station now. Then we also heard, which could really point to the need for ample parking, because the neighboring residential areas said we are impacted by people just parking on our residential streets that don't live in the neighborhood. And it's making it an unsafe environment, very difficult to move around. So parking itself probably covers a few different things there. In the same vein, we wanted to know from the proposed initial development concept plan, what are you most concerned about? And as you can see, increased vehicular traffic topped it out at 54%, followed by density. And in density, we were talking about square footage and the number of residential units. And then third was people saying they had no concern about the development at 11%. The one thing that I found interesting is that we heard a lot about the scale of development, here, but it only registered at 1% from the survey respondents in terms of the scale of development, meaning the height. The last three questions, we really wanted a yes/no answer and or to what degree. So we asked, are you supportive of the library being located in the development? We wanted to know how important it is to redevelop the MARTA parking lots. And then, are you supportive of the project as currently proposed? So straight out the top, you can see that overwhelmingly people want to see the library located in the development. Now, question 8, this is not the entire question. We kind of tried to reduce the amount just to get it on the slide, but we preference if traffic congestion and other infrastructure issues that we heard in the community, like stormwater, water pressure, and overcrowded schools were not an issue, how important would it be to redevelop the MARTA parking lots? And you can see here we listed extremely important, important, somewhat important, and not important. 75% thought that there was some level of importance in the redevelopment of the parking lots, and only 24% said don't know, it's not important. And I think that 24% would represent individuals that don't want to see anything, anytime, regardless of the condition of the larger community with infrastructure. And then number 9, we wanted to know, based on the current proposal, are you supportive of this project? And this is kind of telling. So looking at it straight on, you would say, okay, 50% of the people are in support of it, 50% are not. But we did say based on the currently proposed concept plan. So here, I think you found that maybe that 24% is represented in this 47% that don't want to see anything happen on the parking lots. But you also have individuals who may have said, I would like to see more of a for sale product. And so they check no, because currently, the way it's currently proposed, it may not be meeting those needs. Or I want more open space or more neighborhood serving retail. So there's the possibility with the revisions that have been made with the development concept that we could see some of those no's turning into yeses. And the final question we had was pretty much open-ended. And we wanted to know what outcome would you like to see from this development? And so we had a list of like tons of comments coming in that were really ranging from every end of the spectrum. And so I wanted to just provide this list to you guys. I'm not going to go through everything, but I thought that it was just pretty interesting to see people list like less apartment and density, the sooner the better. We had one comment like, don't do it, you know, kind of thing. And what part of no do you not get? So I just we wanted to point out the concerns that people had addressed, as well as the suggestions that people had in terms of how we should redevelop the property. And that kind of concludes it. I guess we can open it up for questions.
Any questions on that? So we've tried to work with the data from the 4 district meetings with you guys, and in the survey as best we can.
So that was, when did the survey run? What was the date of it?
The date was April 21st through May 12th.
Of this year?
Of this year, a 3-year period. So really after our initial round of community meetings.
Right. But it was using the last year's plan.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
The plan that was shown in the district meetings.
Right.
Did you have any concern about a potential bias with the demographic being so young, or did that reflect the neighborhood?
You know, I think in a way, honestly, to me, it balanced it out, because those are the segment of the groups that will likely want to go online. But if you look at our community meetings, we probably had an older group of people in attendance of those meetings.
How many people answered that didn't live in our areas?
I'm sorry now?
How many people answered the survey that didn't live in Brookhaven?
It was 12%. Yeah, 88% lived in the city of Brookhaven.
The percentage of people answering the survey who use MARTA in a variety of ways, how does that compare to the general population's usage?
I have no
idea.
We would have to dig in.
So you're looking for, like, as a percentage of
Were these
population
primarily
in our service area?
Well, yeah, were these, you know, of the population, if only 10% use MARTA, but of these survey takers, 40% use MARTA, that would probably be a
Just
significant
specifically for the
difference.
city of Brookhaven. Yeah, we'll look and see if we have that information. We have a research and analysis group at MARTA that may have that, so we can see if we can find it.
All right.
Thank you,
Good?
Debbie.
All
Thank
right.
you. And I think, as you said, it's going to be online and
Right. We're going to place it on our website.
yeah, get on the website.